Wasn't able to get any flying in. Oh, it did warm up a little bit out here, but I'm at 10 to 4 right now. Still absolutely gorgeously sunny out. But my wife gets off work in an hour. I had to clean off all her Lego shelves today. Well, the shelves she's been using to store all her Lego on. I consistently buy her the Lego Botanicals because she's got a very, very bad habit of killing flowers. So I figured out a way to kind of get around that. But with that, on top of the Hogwarts castle I got her for her birthday a few years back. Yeah, her shelves are quite cluttered for that. But she's got a bookshelf that I'm having her clean up and organize so we can use that. 'Cause that's what she should be using. But just the main reason of taking it all down from the shelves is it has never been dusted because she doesn't dust her Lego. So I pulled it all off the shelves. It's now all completely stored in my kids' room temporarily. I still got to take a can of air and actually do a good dusting of them. I blew them off kind of before putting them in the kids' room because I didn't want it getting all throughout the house. Oh, sorry, I'm walking up that giant hill. Hate this hill. The incline's probably like a 7 or an 8. But actually I'd say fucking might even be an 11 or a 12. Yeah, I gotta get those shelves all cleaned up. I gotta move 2 shelves of my own so I can reinforce one enough to be able to hold the weight of Miss Rexy since she's a heavy fucking bitch. Scared every time I carry her around. But yeah, I want to get that done hopefully before my wife gets off work because when she gets off, we want to head over to the gym and get a workout done. Even though I've already walked 6 kilometers. See, that's the thing. I do a lot of walking through the day, but it's nothing compared to my actual workout. That's why I love going and actually doing my workouts, and I'll even do them after like. So I got quit smoking. But I'll even still do them after walking like 20, 30 kilometers in a day. I think the only reason I do that is because of the massage chairs they have at my gym. I go and I sit in one of them for 15, 20 minutes. Then I actually do a 8-mile run. Then I'll do my actual workout. And that's after a day of either chasing kids around, walking around and get my drone shots, or just anything I generally have to do through the day. So, good damn it, I hate that hill. Mother Nature's really telling me to quit smoking. Hmm. Really struggling. Ah, beautiful day for a walk, though, period. But hill's probably the only little bit of exercise I actually get off it. Walking's not really exercise to me. My metabolism's so high that it's barely anything. I actually have to push my body and go for a run for it to actually start kicking in. Oh, and I said busy hour once I get home here. Get all this Lego cleaned up. Start deciding what I'm doing with my wife's bookshelf. I've got 2 closets I got to tear apart, and then an entire storage area underneath her stairs. So that's gonna be fun because I gotta pull all the Christmas shit out. pull all my boxes in for all my equipment, then pull out our inflatable paddle boards, and then tuck everything back in, starting with what we're obviously not going to use until next year. Busy week ahead of me. Turned out to be a decent day yesterday, and we didn't get as much rain as we were supposed to, so I was able to get out in the yard and do some basic cleaning. Airplane above me. Airplane! Airplane! Sorry. It's a pilot thing. It's literally one of my, it was my oldest son's first real word. Yeah, first real word. Airplane. And I got plenty of time. Plenty of time to cross. Oh, that's the thing. Never eat breakfast, and then I go out and I get all my shit done. By the time I'm getting home, my stomach's just fucking killing me, especially with smoking doesn't help. Oh, kiddos are just getting off school. I'm about 5 minutes from home, so that works out. I'm actually surprised. It's one thing I'm just realizing I haven't seen a single damn school bus the entire walk back. That usually be the first thing you'd see. A million of them that traverse this city. Literally a million school buses. Well, maybe not that many. We have two separate companies in town that compete for everything in town, but each of them have about 200 buses themselves. So even through the day, even when they're not doing their school runs, you generally see them around quite a bit. I'm just realizing I have not seen a single school bus since I left the downtown core. Oh, wait, never mind. I lied. There's one at the lights right here. Of course. Of course. It makes me a liar. Surprised I haven't seen my daily accent today. And I guess I'm in the wrong end of town. I'm actually jealous. Like, I'd say I'm in the middle class neighborhood of my city. But if you go up the hill closer to the base, you actually get the higher value houses. But just runs, my buddy lives up in that area and just about a block away from his house. This person has literally built their own personal astronomy tower with like the telescope that he uses out of it's like 6 feet long. Fucking, but yeah, he's pretty much got his own observatory on the roof of his house. Yeah, having my degree in astrophysics, I'm kind of jealous. Never been able to figure out who owns the property or anything like that, but I want them as my best friend. This stream's been dead. I don't know if it's because everybody's busy picking up their kids, but that's the thing too. I get viewers from all over the world, so it's a different time everywhere. Where is everybody? I've had everybody disappear. Everybody. Seems like the entire social market of YouTube has crashed in the last hour. I had everybody on my last live stream here about an hour and a half ago just chatting away. And now it just seems like everybody's gone silent. Oh, I'm hungry. 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm finally gonna eat my first meal. See, that's my problem. Oh, yeah, make myself a smoothie or something before I head out to the gym with the wife. Try to get as much of this Lego cleaned up. Hi, how you doing? Apparently posting AI vids. Come on, AI vids aren't cool. But hey, how you doing? I did say hey there if you didn't catch that. How you doing today posting? Yeah, hi, how you doing? Where are you saying hi from? Whereabouts are you from? About to get back to the house slash studio and then the fun will begin. I got so much organizing, everything to do in this house. So much spring cleaning to do, especially. My wife has probably about 6 years of clothes to go through that have taken up pretty much 2 closets, so I'm forcing her in doing that. She complains we have nowhere or no room for storage in the house, and well, I wonder where it's being taken up. Back in the studio here slash house because I'm not fancy. I'd love to actually get myself my own studio space, but like I said, winter is my downtime, and I don't think I would be able to on my own without having to ask my wife for money, which I don't want to do. But being able to sustain a lease to have a studio throughout the winter months. But if this YouTube channel keeps progressing the way it is, I started this out just for pure fun, and it's nearly close to hitting its first level of monetization. And that is all because of all of you that have sat here and subscribed and been part of the journey. Always hate getting in the house because I walk from one temperature to another. One thing about being a skinny white boy is I'm very, very sensitive to temperature. Very sensitive temperature. I've never been able to figure it out because I don't have any iron issues or anything like that. Nothing wrong. Just get cold easy. Oh, okay. I'm gonna put you right here just for a second. Well, take my jacket off and stuff if it will stay. There we go. Back in the studio here. My jacket off. Oh, give me 1 second. I'm gonna get some lights going in here. There we go. A little bit of lighting. We'll get the good old phone tripod out so you guys can at least be on a tripod instead of up against my stream deck. Oh, one one thing I should start a poll. How do I actually do that? Because I know it gives me the options. How do I start poll once I'm in live if I skip the options? I don't even know what half this stuff is. Lighting on, whatever that is. What does this do? Oh, that's green screen. I don't want green screen. What have I done? What does this do? 40-second short was uploaded to your channel as unlisted. Oh, okay. I think that creates a highlight. What does this one do? Retouch on. Ooh, retouch. I need makeup. Oh, there we go. Choose a sticker. Q. Question. Oh, there you go. Place it up here in this corner. Oh no, it's gonna stay right in the middle of the screen. Yeah, damn it. Oh, well, let me put it there.
Well, up there. Yeah, good enough. A little bit better. But I will show you what I mean. Okay, well, first off, I had these two shelves, but I think one of the anchors may not have held because now I've got this huge gap in one of them slanting. So I'm going to do something about these two shelves. And yes, they're just cluttered with randomness right now. But I was more or less planning on putting all my aviation stuff out here, but some of it won't fit. So that's my first conundrum. But I'm going to be bringing out a couple more floating shelves to put above here for my Jurassic World collection of Lego because that's probably the only place I'm going to be able to secure a shelf strong enough, let alone trust Rexy being there. Because my cats are actually afraid of my fish, ironically. But I'll show you what I was talking about. Oh, these were the shells that we were using. Like I started with these ones up here. Those are the ones I'm going to be moving because I don't trust Rexy being that high. We have the cabinet of space or space that apparently has my wife's flowers in it. Some of my Star Wars stuff. These were the shells for my wife's botanicals, and they were just completely covered with her botanical flowers. So I had to pull them down, dust the shells, which were we have three cats, so pretty damn dusty. And now in my children's room, because I got a few days until they'll be in here. This has become the at least shelved Lego stash to be cleaned. Well, that doesn't need to be cleaned. Her botanicals need to be cleaned. Her Hogwarts definitely needs to be cleaned, but all that needs to be cleaned. And then she's got, I'm not going to show you actually because she's got personal stuff on her bookshelf other than the books, but she's got this entire bookshelf as well with a bunch of stuff down there. But yes, this bookshelf needs to be done. Don't worry about Sharp's container. She is diabetic. Don't worry, we don't do drugs. But yeah, she needs to clean off that entire shelf so that she can have room for her flowers because that's the thing. She keeps buying more and more. And I think she's got 3 more boxes in our rainy day Lego stash. So yeah, it's going to be a project on its own. And then I've got to go through the closet in there because well I've gone through it halfway because 90% of it was Lego boxes, but I broke down some of the ones that were what I considered less collectible Lego sets and squeezed them all into other boxes, but I've still got to pull like 3 bins of her clothes out of there just to get that organized. Start fitting some camera gear in there. Our closet is 90% hers. So that needs to be dealt with. She's got storage in this corner she's got to deal with. But I've got to help get it all ready and prepped to do. But like I said, and then I'm moving those shelves out here into the studio area. That way I can have Rexy somewhere safe because like I said, that is a huge, huge model. And I am not 100% comfortable with it just being somewhere where my cats could potentially either knock it over or even if something were to happen, it falling over. Oh, okay. Gotta fire Sarah up. That's another thing I see in the background. More Lego to be organized and put away. But that's the thing as well as now that my kids are getting older, we're trying to build an actual Lego specific kind of storage room slash area. Never really had the reason to do something like that, but you know, kids motivate you to do some things in length that you never thought you would. Trust me. Oh, I just gotta check my emails quickly, and then I think I don't know if I want to bring those shelves out first, or if I want to start cleaning off that bookshelf. I'm not 100% sure yet. I have quite a few things I can do. What time am I at? We're good. How's everybody else's day going though? And I will ask if you
are new to the channel or new to viewing some of the live streams, or if you've checked out the channel and you like what you see, or are interested in what the future of the channel is going to bring, please drop a like and subscribe. We are so close to that 500 mark, and honestly, I don't know. That's the thing. I should create a poll of what do I got to do for you guys to get myself to 500. I'm literally sitting at 459 subscribers. We need 41 guys. 41. I've been able to do this in 4 months with the help of my son and just generally playing Fortnite with him. But I've said that many times that was never the primary goal of the channel. And I'm glad that it was a great starting point and it helped us gain an audience. But yeah, I feel like this 500 mark is just it was never a goal because we did this for fun. But as we started, and then once we kind of hit that 200 mark, that's when it kind of set in. Okay, we'll set the goal for 500 just as kind of joke for fun. And then it kept growing, and it's grown and grown and grown. And in 4 months, we are at 459, and now I'm at a point like if it just continues growing the way it is, I have so many plans and aspirations for this channel. And honestly, I've shifted the way that I'm even working this year. I have taken myself out of doing commercial drone work and I am dedicating myself specifically to cinematic work, more or less because that's always been the avenue that I've enjoyed the most. I've always wanted to go down, and I can have the freedom to do it on a personal level as well as be able to make content for you guys as well at the same time. So once I hit that 500 mark, that's going to be a big well, I'm already motivated, but that's going to be what pushes me over the edge to just take this channel fully and just grow it to whatever I not whatever I can because well, whatever I can reach in what my goals are. And trust me, when it comes to my goals, I if it's a challenge, I'm literally like Barney. Okay. Challenge fucking accepted. And that is my goal and what I thrive for with this channel. And that's why I am posting daily. Constantly on doing live streams just to show that you guys that I am here. I'm constantly doing this. I'm working my ass off to do it. And like I said, those first 500 subscribers, you guys are going to be locked in because you guys have been here from the beginning. And trust me, like I said, and I brought up in previous appreciation videos, I remember my very first tap. And you guys know who you are. I've shouted out at least five of you in the past, but you guys are the most appreciated. I'm going to say once again a very special. Hold on a second because I need to give you his full name. I can't even give you his full actual username, but I'm this is a shout out to Jax. You know, buddy, you were pretty much number one. I actually in the actual logs for YouTube, you were the first actual public YouTube subscriber on my channel. So shout out to Jax. Thank you very much. You've been here since the beginning, buddy. And honestly, I think I am going to do something special and send you something special once we hit that 500 mark. So if you can reach out to me, Dax, if you're Jax, if you're Jax, now I'm getting mixed up. I can't remember. But if you can reach out to me if you see this video, I will tag you in the description. So hopefully that you check it out. But yeah, if you could reach out to me with your Discord and we can chat. That way I can send you something for being my first public subscriber. And once again, I appreciate you, buddy, and thank you for being here since the beginning. Like I said, I got a few things. I don't even know where to start. I've got literally entire lists behind me on my other desk that of just general things I've got to get done, and I don't even know where to start. I've got the energy to do it. I just don't know where to start. Uh, there, actually, that's one thing. Well, one thing that needs to be done. I've been loafing on for days. First off, gotta get the drones unloaded. Oh, gonna get the drone unloaded and put away up on the shelf. Really gotta start miking myself up and
I do these streams. Better view. There's a little bit better view. I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing, so I might move you right there and there. And yes, don't you love my beautifully cat scratch chair? If anybody ever wants to buy me a new chair, make sure it's cat proof. Anyways, show you what I'm doing. I've got 15 of these beautiful nano leaf light panels. And for about a year, I've been stupidly letting my children use them as a nightlight. And I didn't clue in that, yeah, you shouldn't leave these things running for probably 12 hours at a time. So I realized when I topped them all off their wall, the actual controller, which is where I had the controller. I'm not even try unwrapping that. I don't know if you guys can actually see this on camera. That little yellow discoloration. I don't know if it started to burn something in on the controller or something, but luckily it still works. But yeah, oopsie. But I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to hang these on this wall. Like, not hang them, but I'm trying to figure out my orientation and my pattern because I've already got the sound panels up and I'm not taking in the sound panels. So I'm gonna grab a couple of these and see if I can line them up and then figure something out. But first, I got to get all this out of the way. All right, story time. I have got story time. All right. I live in a duplex in the basement section of it. I have the worst nightmare neighbors that you can imagine, to the point I had to call the cops on them again yesterday, both for criminal harassment and the boyfriend up there actually threatening me over text stupidly. So there was physical proof. But for the sixth time. And yeah, she's a little pissy, and her way of showing it, because she can't say a damn thing to me, is she just goes and stomps around the damn house. So yeah, the joys of living with nightmare neighbors. I hate renting. Exam. Actually gonna move this chair right out of the way. Wait. So I mean, I'm still trying to organize this entire area so much so I have everything where I want it. I have such bad OCD that everything's got to be in a perfect place or I lose my mind. Get the headphones. Hey, Victoria, how you doing? I know it's you, Holden. How you doing today, buddy? I need a garbage bag. Need a garbage bag. Eh. Did you record it? I miss being that age. I miss being that age where it was exciting to actually have a fight at school. Oh, it's jokes. Wait. Was it two girls fighting? Was it at least fun? All right. I gotta think before I make a commitment here. Yeah. Well, was it at least a good fight? Just completely realized my brother has my drill bag right now, so I'm stuck with a screwdriver. Anyways. One down. One down. Okay. The Pixar didn't happen. Insane. I don't know exactly what that means, but I'm sure it was entertaining. Get some actual light in here. Turn off all these lamps and my studio lights. Almost. Hold on. How bright is it? Let's see. No, I have the light in here. Cool. All right. Still don't even know how I'm going to do this. I'm not sure how I want to put these up. I'm not 100% sure, so I'm trying to figure it out one by one. Thinking first one. There, because I can get you tight. That's the thing. The octagons are totally different angles. Oh shit. Whoa. There. You there. You there. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Which means I don't have enough room in between there for that. Oh. This way and that way. Okay, you know what? Unless, hold on, what if I go actually angle it? Like that. And you'll have there. Enough room to everything? Oh, just. Oh. Pump. But then the painters gonna be in the way. Boom. There. I think with all the lights. That per se. Out there. Clear. Clear. Measure. You and your girlfriend fight. Yeah, well, that's not a good thing, buddy. Like me and my wife have, well, we've only been married now for what, April, a month, or wait, sorry, 3.5 months. We've only been married, but we've been together for close to 4 years now. And honestly, then one major thing is communication because obviously, but me and her, we don't fight if we disagree on something, and if it's like even heated in a sense, we just walk away. We give each other a break. Like I'll go play video games, she'll go read a book or watch videos on her phone, and an hour later, we're over it. And it was something major, then we'll sit there and we'll talk it out more or less after we've calmed down a little bit, but no real actual fights. Now, don't get me wrong, that's not going to be perfect with every woman or every woman. Took me having children with two women, and obviously any girlfriends that I had in my younger years, to finally be able to be blessed with the woman I have in my life today. So I'm glad and happy that I do have the woman I do have. Oh, you're near the fight. I thought you said you guys, you and your girlfriend fight. The way you worded it. Sorry, Holden. I misread that there, buddy. That way. Let's drop the light panels. Right now, I want you left. Hurry up. I have made an executive decision. Now, the best thing to do with these light panels, even if you know they're working, period, is as you're putting them up, plug your first one in, because every time you plug a new one in, it'll immediately light up too. So before you start going through them and sticking them to walls, you don't have to screw around with if you have a burnt out panel or not. I'm just trying to figure out what plug I want to put this into, because I've got way too much power running through this area. There we go. We got power there. Oh, open that up. It's getting there somewhere. There we go. See what I mean? I don't know if you can see that, or if the that's in the way, but there you go. One panel up. One panel up. And that's how it starts, one at a time. Well, that's no problem, Holden. We'll see you on the next one if you do have Ted out. Actually, so I'm not bending over so much. Lift this up just a little bit. There we go. A little bit better. There we go. See where I'm doing the panel work. Plus, you can see my nice little Bateman back there. I call it my pecker because it's a woodpecker. And then on the other side here, I've got my cockfight. I found it in a yard sale, I wouldn't say 11 years ago, but yeah. As soon as I saw that, I was like, yeah, I need that hanging in my office. So I've got my pecker on one wall and my cockfight on the other. If somebody wants to report me, I'm using proper terms. Trying to take a peek without actually looking at the barometer or anything, but see if that wind's died down. Want that wind chill to go away so I can get out flying. Oh, come on, pull off. One thing I hate doing is peeling these damn tabs off command strips. All right. Second panel going up. So let's turn you up. There we go. Oh, 2 panels. I like to make sure they're nice and squished on there too. I don't know if anybody else has ever. Right now, I'm just gonna keep it going as I'm getting stuff done here because I got a bunch of stuff I'm trying to get done before my wife gets off work at 5 o'clock, and then I'm probably heading out to the gym. So I don't know how long I'll be going for. I All right. I'll talk to you later, Holden. If you're on later, I may be doing an. God, I can't talk today. I may be doing a Fortnite stream if you later on if you want to hop on and check that out. In the meantime, have any more of my viewers used any of the Nanoleaf products? I started using them back about 6, 7 years ago when they first came out, and I've only got like I've only that's all I ever bought was the original triangle panels. I know everything they have out now, but these things have been absolutely amazing to me for 7 years. I would highly recommend Nanoleaf. And that's not a paid promotion or anything like that. That is just my actual review. If you're looking for anything for lighting up your studio, your office, even your bed, anything under your TV, backlight your TV, just any sort of lighting to add to a room, go with Nanoleaf. Don't go with the Philips shit or anything like that. And then if you're a gamer as well, all your gaming software and your profiles will actually you can download the Nanoleaf plugin for them all your game profiles and everything that you have set up for your keyboards and whatever you got set up for your gaming setup, it'll connect to the lights automatically as soon as you start playing the game. So it's a nice little feature to have. It kind of gives an ambience to the game as you're playing it, especially since when you set up when you initially set up the software for these on your phone, you actually set the orientation and where they're located, so it actually knows. That way, if it is doing any sort of effects or anything, it knows exactly like, oh, it's set up beside you, it's set up in front of you. The actual orientation of the panels, like it knows it's smart enough to clue in what kind of pattern I make and everything. So, very amazing system. I love it. But anybody else that goes and they light their studios and stuff and they're using these Philips Hue bulbs and their setups and everything. They constantly have issues with the apps for it. They have issues with the plugins for it for everything. Just Phillips has a lot of problems, let's just say, and I've never. Oh shit! I just screwed that command strip. And yeah. Oh yeah, I just screwed those, and I might have just screwed myself because I think I had just enough to do these. Great. Well, how many do I got here? 3, 6, 12, 15, 18. 18. What is counting here? Did I miscount how many? No, 6, 9, 10, 12. 3 was 36. 36, am I missing? Oh, no. Yeah, no, I guess that makes sense. My math's not adding up. The math is not adding. How's everybody's day been so far, though? Well, I guess for some of you, it's the end of the day, depending where you are. But how was your day? Anybody got any interesting stories for the day? Usually, I'm the one with the interesting story. There's always something that you see in the city, but for once, I actually didn't see a damn thing today. A few days ago, we had such severe flooding that we had people literally kayaking and canoeing down the streets down in the more southern parts of the city, lower level, I guess, not southern parts. I mean, more lower level to the water line. I'm at least a, few 100 feet above the water line here. And my elevation is 750 here. So I don't really have to worry about flooding. Don't have to worry about flooding unless the pumps go in my house. You know how long? Close to an hour. Okay. You actually fit in there. No. I'm gonna have to disconnect there for a second. Come back. So walking back and forth when I felt them sitting here. Yeah, there. So you need more package of command strips though, because I screwed up those two. Never have enough command strips. With how many times like I said, I've had these lights for about 7 years now. But for the amount of times I put them up, pulled them off the wall just to do this process over and over again, we're probably talking over 100 times. And then, like I said, they've literally sat in my kids' room for the last year, and I let them use them as a nightlight until I finally said, you know what, now I want them back. Got them an actual nightlight. Cool. Nope. No chip. Please. Oh, okay. Get the last of these up. And I've got to dump pretty much all the footage that I've got on my computer onto my portable hard drive so I can take it down to a client to review if they want any of it to use in any of their commercials. So luckily my data transfer rate isn't too slow, but we're talking like probably close to 100 terabytes worth of data that I got to transfer. So I don't know how long it's actually going to take. Get at least all these panels but one finished up here, and then I'll probably log off the stream. Well, the thing is, usually when I'm saying goodbye and when I'm getting off the stream, it's like the viewer count just goes through the roof. And it's like, why? What? Because I'm saying goodbye? Yeah, stay on there. There we go. I don't want to be blue. Nah, she's good. Well, why aren't you sticking? You're gonna stick and you're gonna like it. You're giving me that shit. You're all gonna stick and you're gonna like it. What do I got left here? Three left, and enough tabs to do two. Well, sadly, one of my panels isn't being put up today. Where am I going to tuck you? Where am I going to tuck you? Okay. There's thing command strips. No. I think I'm gonna end up being able to go fly after I go to the gym. Are you plugged in? Hey Google. No, she's not plugged in. Keep disconnecting her from the studio area because she gets annoying. Get in there. No. Ah, it's so close, so too. Literally so close. Oh, that would be nice. Okay. That wasn't supposed to happen. Did I miss it? I missed the hole. There we go. But there'll be light. I like light. I have a very, 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 very big problem when it comes to lighting. In the sense of I like to buy lots of lights. I like to experiment with lighting, especially when it comes to my actual cinematography. I like to have fun with it. Light is fun to play with. Something I've always wanted to actually learn, but I've never had the time or the patience for it, is how people do that kind of light photography where they make shapes and figures and stuff at like just moving a flashlight around at a very, very slow shutter speed. I don't know how they actually do that without getting themselves in it, or if it's a post edit thing or something like that. But that's the thing. Up here, it is quite a small city still compared to where I came from, especially. But people keep to themselves when it comes to media companies up here. There's only a couple of us that actually speak to each other and get along. But other than that, everybody treats everybody else like competition. And that's another reason why that's why I got out of the commercial stuff up here, because it's like I'm not here to compete for like jobs that people are bidding like amateur prices on, because they're literally people that are just going out and buying drones and thinking that they know how to use it in a cinematic nature. And it's kind of destroying the market because people are going with these people who are unlicensed, unexperienced, don't have any real flight time or cinematic experience, and then they wonder why they're getting the end product that they're getting. So I'm sick of explaining to potential clients why costs are so high, why actual drone work um and yeah, but I lost my train of thought. Sorry, my wife was texting me. But no, that's why I've decided I am solely focusing on cinematic, and I'm not putting myself out there like as an actual commercial media company anymore. And it's more or less just doing it on my terms, pretty much. That way, I am my own person, my own entity, and I don't have to sit here and compete with anybody in the end. Okay, we gotta connect for a second. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. In the end, you're coming over here. You're gonna be right there. There we go. Final panel. We can go right here. See. Damn, light's too bright. Can't see the hole. There we go. Oh, there we go. Light panel's complete. That's the thing then. There we go. They came out beautiful in the room. And then, like I said, once I match them with my profile, those would be absolutely just gorgeous. Perfect. Well, we did what we intended on doing here today. Well, at least for these few minutes until I was figuring things out. But anyways, I am going to finish up a few things here before my wife gets home. Then we are heading out to the gym. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a great night.